My name is Margaret, was Margaret Glacier, and is now Margaret Harris. And I was born in, well, up on the hill. You can see the place from Carbondale, where I was born. It's across the river, clear up on the hill. They called it Emma, or that is, in my birth certificate, it says Emma, Colorado. My father came, my father came from Italy, and my grandfather on my mother's side came from Switzerland. My mother was born in Leadville, Colorado, and they lived, most of the time, they lived in Woody Creek until my father and mother got married, and they lived up on a little ranch up there, like I say, from across the river from Carbondale up on the hill there. That's where they live for
My name
a good
is
many years.
Charles Harris. Actually, it's Charles Dixon Harris. I was named after my two grandfathers. Charles Harris was the first settler in the Roaring Fork Valley down here in this area. And my Dixon, part of it, was my grandfather who came from Sweden. And my grandfather Dixon, his name was August Dixon, and they didn't want to name me Charles August, so they named me Charles Dixon. And my grandfather, Harris, was the first white man to settle, actually have a homestead here in the Roaring Fork Valley, which is now the Cerise Ranch subdivision. And I was born on that ranch, and we lived there for probably about 5 years. And then we moved and went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it was there about a year or so, and then we came back to Denver. My dad was working for the Coleman Motors Corporation, and then we moved later to Littleton, which was handy after his job. And then he kind of wanted to come back over here, and they were over here visiting my folks, and Grandpa Dixon had foreclosed a mortgage on a ranch up here. And so we came back and took the ranch over, and that was when I was about 11 years old. And I've been here all the rest of my life. Well, we were born not very far apart, but it was enough Bobbie went to Basalt schools and I went to Carbondale schools. Actually, to start with, we were back in country schools where they didn't have but first to 8th grade, and maybe 10 or 15 pupils to the whole school. So after we graduated from high school, why, through a mutual friend, they introduced us, and so we dated as often as I could get around. We had the sheep at that time, and then when we quit the sheep business, why, I was a little closer to home, and so I started chasing her. And we went together, I guess, 4 or 5 years before.
Look, how old were you here, Glenn?
He's,
I don't know.
About 5, I imagine, maybe 6.
Look at Kate's
Yeah,
long
5 or
legs.
6.
It's barely fitting on Dad's. Look at that.
That's Glenn now. Why
There's
not?
his license.
There's 5 generations.
Wow.
That's Dad's dad.
Okay. Yeah.
Dad, his daughter, her daughter.
You look like Kate
and her
right
daughter.
there for a second. It's like I had to look. I've never seen that.
Whoa.
Isn't that amazing? I've never seen that before. I had to look.
What's that?
When you said it, I could see it.
I've never known a connection between their faces, but look at that. For me. It's like you can see Kate in there.
How old was I in that picture?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have been about 17, 18.
Right about graduating from high school.
Wish we had a recording of that. Oh, I'd love to have
Oh,
that.
I do too. I'll tell you what. I'd love to have a recording of
I'm
that.
glad we don't.
No, you'd like it too.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
Because you were good.
You were cute and you
You
were
were
good.
cute, you were good.
Only mothers say
Glad we
that.
don't.
Well, no, I wouldn't just exactly say that. I've heard other people say that too.
That he was cute
Yeah.
and a good singer.
And a good singer.